What's going on with Draymond Green? Take a listen.
We're into January now. I was just wondering on the Draymond front, is he back in the facility at all, or is there just any update?
He's not been in the facility, at least with us. He may have been coming in on his own.
Are you in contact with him at all?
A little bit, yeah. We text, but we've been giving him his space. He's been giving us ours.
I know what he's trying to deal with isn't necessarily on the court, but do you know, as far as the type of shape he's in, is it going to be even once he comes back, it's going to take a while? Or
yeah, not sure.
Okay.
Not sure, yeah.
All right. We got some details there that are very pertinent to me. I think it's, to me, what's clear, and 888-957-9570, and Guru's going to get the first crack at it.
Ricky Henderson.
To me, it's kind of clear what's going on. The league suspended Draymond indefinitely. And then the Warriors told Draymond, listen, why don't you just go? Why don't you just get out of here? Take a break from basketball. Take a break from the facility. Don't worry about the team. Get yourself together.
Go see LeBron.
Let's just go our separate ways. Because when a player is suspended, he may practice at the facility with the team or without the team. So what Steve Kerr just told me is, well, he's not practicing with the team because the team apparently has said, we don't want you practicing with us. So this is different. This is different. For the first time last night, it actually did cross my mind, he may never play another game for the Warriors. Now, I think that's a long shot. I'm not saying I'd bet on it, but something has changed. Here's the other thing. Talking to about 10 people last night, texting, talking. Yeah. They all made a reference to, something's going on with Steve Kerr. What do you mean? It's just a little different. The pregame press conference was different. He was more forthcoming. He was more honest. He was letting it all out there. Mm-hmm. Something's going on here. That's bigger than the 16 and 17 Warriors. And I think it's obvious. I think there's an irony going on with Draymond Green that we've really gotten no updates. And yet I feel like it's coming to a head.
Well,
I really do.
And that's scary in itself because I talked about, what type of suspension, and I wasn't an advocate for it, Steiny, allows the player A, in this instance, Draymond Green, to be able to come back to the facility. So at that juncture, we talked about it was about care. It was about family love. It was about being there for your brother while he was out. And then whenever that day came and he came back, they would hit the ground running. So to hear Kerr say that, it's like, wow, this he's off the farm, and the text here or there, while the team is fighting, I'm going to go to Mark Jackson, for its life, Steve Kerr has a litany of issues right now, Steiny, and a lot of people, Zicky 111 on the YouTube chat is telling me I'm misquoting Kerr. I'm not misquoting Kerr when it was after the Miami game when he alluded to, and you tell me if I'm wrong, partner, he alluded to not agendas, but this was a couple days after Jonathan Kuminga said I'm unstoppable with I went off on that one, but Jason Dumas was telling me, Gouda, he was asked a question, he's just answering it, and Steve Kerr right now, I feel like, Steiny, he's letting it hang in the sense that he can do so much. He's got so much going on. But how can this team really gain its traction without Draymond Green? And then all of a sudden, I scoffed at all the people that said Draymond is so important to one of the greatest players to ever play, and that's Steph Curry. I was one of those. And I wasn't diminishing what Draymond meant and what he's done for Steph Curry, but now I'm watching the chef work harder. He's getting tired. He's working harder because it's all on him. And every night the Warriors play, the best number 2 player fluctuates, and that's not healthy. Steph had a good game last night, 36 points. So to me, I feel like Draymond's stock has gone up with him out, as you mentioned, them being 6 and 4, Steiny, because if he comes back.
Stock up? Draymond?
In the sense that Steph Curry, the game's easier with Draymond on the floor. We're watching it, or you want to tell me, are we seeing natural slippage from Steph?
Yeah.
Because I'm in denial. I'm not there yet.
What about
just about his shots, how hard they are, the degree of difficulty without Draymond and his expertise finding Steph, or some will say shoot, Goo. Steph is, he's his own man. So
let me get this straight.
I'm worried about. Go ahead.
Let me get this straight.
I can't wait Draymond to come back.
What?
I'm there. I was totally.
You can't wait.
They need it, man.
They need what?
They need Draymond
They're 500 with him.
Yeah.
They're 500 without him.
Now, what if I told you that was a short sample size?
They're both short sample sizes. He's played half the year.
Yeah, but Curry is. Shout out to Joe.
Okay,
Chastity.
so hold on a second.
Baby.
He's
laboring. He's laboring.
Okay, let me just put it this way.
The time without.
Hold on a sec. Hold on. Whoa.
Yeah.
Whoa!
Yeah,
whoa!
That's all I got in my toolbox, Steiny.
So let me get this straight.
Go ahead.
Draymond Green has been He's been a negative impact on this team and cost this team time and time and time again. And because for the last 8 games, you've seen Steph Curry working harder than he had to. You got to have Draymond back. Be damned with all the other stuff he brings. I'm out.
Okay.
I'm out on that.
Now, I hear that, but are they out on it? And I thought maybe, and I could be totally wrong and something could happen. He may never put on the Warrior uniform again. But from my vantage point, Steiny, and how I'm watching this team and other teams just skip to Lou to the rim and score easy.
It's the same team with or without him.
I beg to differ.
They're 500. Yeah. They're no better without him right now.
I think you are right with the math, but at the end of the day, we're talking about what this team can be in April. I like what I'm seeing from
This team in April's not even a playoff team.
We don't know that yet.
They're not even in the play-in right now.
No doubt about it. But you can't rob me of this.
They're
not at full strength unless you know something or the people out there know Draymond Green won't come back. That's just
that's what I'm
whatever
hearing.
You want to call it, a cloud. The rat on the table brought to you by ATCO, the 1st of 2024. It's something real, Steiny. It's something they have to get. It's a mountain they have to climb.
Let me tell you what else is real. Draymond Green just comes back in 2 weeks. La-di-da, la-di-da. There's no chance that solves their issues. None. You've got to be kidding me.
But you turn the corner on what your issues are. Is Draymond a Warrior or not? I believe he will remain a Warrior.
I think Steve Kerr's telling you right now, right here and right now, he ain't. Let's take one more listen.
We're into January now. I was just wondering on the Draymond front, is he back in the facility at all, or is there just any update?
He's not been in the facility, at least with us. He may have been coming in on his own.
Are you in contact with him at all?
A little bit, yeah. We text, but we've been giving him his space. He's been giving us ours.
I know what he's trying to deal with isn't necessarily on the court, but do you know, as far as the type of shape he's in, is it going to be even once he comes back, it's going to take a while? Or
yeah, not sure.
Okay.
Not sure, yeah.
That's Steve Kerr. You guys are making stuff up again based on zero information. You're just trying to fill airtime with a bunch of non-factual context.
Well, not me. Right. Because a lot of people are coming at me like they know Dre's not coming back.
Well, it's not about that. No. No, it's not about whether he comes back or not. It's about Steve Kerr has just said, we're giving him space. He's given us space. It's like...
That's a suspension.
That's them telling him, we don't want you around, and him saying, fine, I won't come around.
Gotcha. For now.
That's right. But he's not a week away from playing, clearly.
And I think that's something that hovers over the organization, Steiny.
Players, when they are suspended under normal circumstances, practice with the team.
Yeah, that's what I was told.
He is not with the team. If he went to the facility, it was when they weren't there. But they've been home most of the holidays.
Yeah, you are right.
So stop telling me there's not anything to see here. There's last night, some things to me became clear, and that is the Draymond Green issue is still unresolved.
No doubt.
And I think it's still going to linger for a couple weeks at least.
And Steiny, that is perfect. My point is, how much continuity can you really gain? We just saw him lose 3 in a row. How much continuity can you really gain? We saw it with Wiggins
it's
when
too
he
late
left.
When he comes back. Even if you're Pollyannish and think, wow,
I love the
if
word.
we had Draymond Green, we could get this thing figured out. Okay, you're probably not getting him for 3-4 weeks. And by the way, let's not scoff at, they're 6-4 without him. That's 49-50 wins. That ain't 16-17. You telling me you haven't noticed any better court energy without Draymond Green?
I have, and then I have not. And the past couple of games when Miami came in here with their second unit and no Jimmy Butler and whatnot and did what they did to the Warriors, I mean, you win some, you lose some, but I'm just sitting there like, okay, how do I process what I'm watching from the Warriors and mainly Steph? And everybody slumps or struggles. And it was a couple games, but Steiny, I'm thinking, okay, maybe I was late to the party, and you were an advocate about, how important Dre is just to Steph and the team. So let's just say they win 12 in a row. Then I'll be like, you know what? They don't miss Draymond, but I'm trying to figure this Warrior team out right now, one game under 500. And right now it's not just a blast off of, oh, they don't need him. I'm hoping, like I'm in denial that, okay, maybe I was wrong in the importance of Draymond Green. So we're going to find out, push or shove. Something's going to give.
This is bigger than Draymond Green. Like, honestly, the hell with Draymond Green. We're talking about the Warriors right now.
And we
got
of them.
Steph. Not now, he's not. We got Steph Curry, who's still
the leader.
In decline, but still a great player. You have Klay Thompson battling his ass off, working at his own stuff.
Yeah.
You got Wiggins, who's
not
in
starting
and out.
now.
It's bigger than Draymond Green. And to make anything like
it is. And I started there though. I'm sorry. Draymond Green is
who cares if he comes back or not right now?
Because I was down and I was negative.
He don't make you that much better.
Well,
he doesn't.
At this point, Steiny, looking at what the Warriors got and what they're running out there.
What do you mean?
Being positive, 2024, the glass half full. I'm looking at the Draymond Green scenario and situation that it could be a positive because he's a player. He was once your heart and soul, and I believe he can help. If he comes back and you throw him at the 5 and Kuminga still starts, Chris Paul, we hadn't talked about, I like what I'm seeing. We need some offense from him. He's giving it to us, Steiny. Can he continue that? But I got questions, man. I got questions, and I haven't seen you in 2 weeks. I've been down on some of these losses.
Why?
Because I have no answers, and I don't know what the biggest questions are, especially when Kerr alludes to agendas without saying the word, people. He was saying they need to play with more grit, but guys need to play for the right reasons. So that scared me because that's what you've been saying before the season started. And I'm thinking, okay, exit Jordan Poole, we're good.
Exactly.
And now
why did you
they're telling me, well, no, there's still some stuff, residue still here. So I'm concerned.
You should be, and you should have, and shame on you for thinking it was gone. Don't you get it? Don't you get it? The same thing.
We gotta wrap it up.
The same thing is happening this year that happened last year. This is insanity to me in a way, because there's a school of thought that said, well, we were 44-38 last year. We almost made it to the Western Conference Finals. Okay, but you didn't. Well, Draymond punched Jordan Poole. That set everything back.
Yeah.
There was the Bob Myers issue. He was a lame duck general manager in a contract year. Then we had a player, Andrew Wiggins, go AWOL. He just left for 10 weeks. Mm-hmm. Okay, then we had Klay Thompson battling through a terrible start, then a great middle, then a terrible finish. And then we had Jordan Poole. Okay, fast forward to the next year. What's happening? We've got an issue with Draymond Green, who's been suspended by the league. In other words, same issues with Draymond. We've got Andrew Wiggins, who's AWOL. Oh, he's present, but he may as well be missing half the time. Oh, by the way, what about a lame duck? Oh, we got our lame duck this year. It's Steve Kerr. It's not Bob Myers. Okay, what about Klay Thompson?
Maybe you want to pour
Guess
a drink,
what?
man.
Klay Thompson is going through the same mental gymnastics he went through last year. It's the same,
But you got to show up and play him. You got to show that. That's all I'm telling you, man. If you read the chessboard, Draymond Green is on the chessboard.
You guys,
and nobody knows how that's going to play out. And I'm being proactive, Steiny. I'm loving hard.
You guys all thought that last year would have been better if this would have happened and that would have happened. And I've been telling you that that's the stuff that happens when it's over and you're not very good anymore.
But what about the word connectivity that Mike Dunleavy told us they were working on?
Did you fall for that too?
I did up
Okay,
until,
good.
but listen,
Well, anyway, I can't
fell
help you.
off when Kerr mentioned what, like, how do you, I gotta, oh boy, slow down, Goo.